Have you thought about the defensive side of the ball yet at the University of Kansas? Because that is a coaching point. I mean, you're going to get in there in that first 6 months or that first 3 months before the season starts, probably up until February, is going to be all trying to figure out the defensive side of the ball. Is that something you've kind of started watching during film or some other things? Because we run a pretty complex defense. Whether we bump the roll man on the 2 side and kind of X out there. And if you don't play high-level basketball on the defensive side of the ball, it can kind of get away from you touches-wise and get in your head. Is that something you've been focusing on? Because there's a lot of pressure on the defensive side of the ball, especially in a guard-heavy Big 12.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Big 12 is obviously one of the most physical leagues, there is in the country. So, of course, I've been paying attention. I watched, a lot of March Madness. So I'm just kind of watching how, every team guards the ball, help side, stuff like that, guards the pick and roll. And, when you have guys like KJ who can switch onto a guard, I mean, it's going to be very, very tough, especially for, someone like me who's, not as big, not as strong, not as fast. But hopefully that'll develop over time, obviously, with Coach Ramsey. But, I understand, it's going to be a tough task. But, I'm a basketball player, so I'm willing to work and get better at it.
A lot of people like talking about offense, and I want to go back that way. I want to talk to you a little bit about how you think your game can translate from the mid-major to the high-major level. Obviously, there's like you said, an increase in size, speed, quickness. What are you doing to make sure that your game is going to translate to the Big 12?
Yeah, just obviously getting stronger and getting faster. Just working, hard at those 2 kinds of things, and just becoming a floor general alongside DeJuan.
Before we get back to Mitch and Chris, I got to tell you guys about the newest sponsor of the Chalk Unplugged podcast, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to fire on sports. And my favorite part is the community plays, playing alongside people like Meek Mill and Sugar Sean O'Malley. You can now find community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. Conference tournaments are here, which means the biggest moments in college basketball are getting closer. Be a part of the action on Prize Picks for both men's and women's college basketball. Prize Picks even offers injury insurance so that your entries can stay in even if one of your players gets injured. For basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player projection won't count against you and the rest of your entry stays live. I mean, that is looking out for the users. Prize Picks is really simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds. And on Prize Picks, you pick players instead of teams, so if you feel like you know sports pretty well, you can make tons of money. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code ROCKCHALK for a first-time deposit match up to $100. That's code ROCKCHALK, ROCKCHALK, ROCKCHALK for a 100% deposit match up to $100. The link is also in the description for you to click for a 100% deposit match up to $100 with code ROCKCHALK. Go play Prize Picks today.
DeJuan's basketball IQ is through the roof. So just to be out there with somebody like him, understand, the role I got to play for the team. But, one thing I think I can specifically help on is, shooting, obviously. I shot the ball at almost a 40% clip on high volume shots as well. So honestly, just getting a perspective from him and just kind of, working on our game together and working on playing alongside him. And then obviously whoever we have down in the post, whether Hunter comes back or, whoever we get in the transfer portal, or if, somebody comes off the bench from last year and gets that starting role. But offense is going to come. I'm not really worried about that. I feel like, offense is just my strongest ability. But like Chris said, defense is gonna pay dividends.
And I don't know if you've watched a ton of Kansas basketball. You look at these guard-heavy teams that Kansas has had. Whether we do get Hunter back or not, it will obviously change the way we play. But playing with DeJuan Harris in a 4-out kind of weave, find your spots in an offense is a ton of fun. You look at guys like Christian Brown, like Ochai Agbaji, like Jalen Wilson, who are guys that can go create off the bounce, but also having the ability to have DeJuan kind of play off of you guys. Was that something that you kind of thought of when you decided on Kansas, that he's made every wing around him that can score, whether you're playing the 2 or the 3, kind of flourish, whether you guys get out in transition or whether he's sitting there getting ball screens, skipping the ball over? It's really impressive. I'm excited for you because Mitch mentioned it, I just started thinking about it. Was that something though that was going through your mind when you were thinking about Kansas? Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, want to play alongside a guy like that who can, dish out 6-7 assists a night. And I mean, that just means, more opportunities for me on the floor, whether we're spread out, whether that's back cuts, he's going to find you. So, I'm ready to play with him. I know he's got the IQ
of the highest of the highest. So, I'm ready to get out there and hoop.